on Cancer? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazzy, your reader for today. This is going to be your, what is your major blockage at this time? So we all know that for those that don't, Mercury is in retrograde, officially in retrograde as of the 21st of April. And I'm recording this on the 26th, I believe. So yeah, let's get into this for you guys. So we're just basically, this reading is going to be simple in nature. So we're just going to be finding out, getting some information about what your major blockage is at this time and then how you can overcome, okay? Or prevent it. If it hasn't happened yet, how can we avoid and prevent this from happening, okay? So let's get into this for Cancer. For those of you that are interested in booking a private consultation tailored to your specific energy and situation, checking out your other elements playlist, donating to the channel, checking out my Etsy wish list. All that information can be found in the description box of every single one of my videos below. And I will be offering Reiki sessions, distance and in person Reiki sessions very soon. So if that is something of interest, you know, feel free to reach out. I can let you know how that'll work and pricing for that. And yeah, so let's get into this for Cancer. About this blockage, what is the major blockage at this time? So we have Alchemist. It did come in reverse, which I don't read these in reverse. It's not really a reversal type of deck. Interesting. I shuffle these decks very well between all the readings before I use them again. And this card came out, I just did Virgo's reading. So if you have Virgo in your chart or you're dealing with the Virgo, you may want to check that reading out as well. It was a good fucking reading, I'll tell you that. But Autumn, this has to do with, you know, shedding old layers, old things that are trying to fall away, letting those things fall away. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like this card came in reverse because I feel like some of you, you're not maybe really embodying the fact that you are essentially the creator of your reality. Okay, this is the Herbal Kitchen Alchemist. So the Alchemist talks about, you know, alchemizing, you know, energies, meaning your challenges, working with those energies to transmute them for your benefit, right? And I feel like some of you may be feeling blocked in your manifestations, feeling blocked in being able to create the life that you want, the reality that you want, okay? So we're gonna get some further insight into what that could be about for you guys, okay? But I really feel like, you know, the blockage here is you maybe not believing in yourself, feeling like maybe you don't have everything you need, because that is essentially the energy of the magician as well. The alchemist is also a magician, meaning you co-create your reality with spirit. So if you know, by acknowledging that you are the magician, that means that in typical, most tarot decks, the magician has imagery of, excuse me, of all four elements, right? Meaning that you have all the tools necessary, meaning you have each of the elements, right? That's why there's four, actually five, including the spirit, but four, you know, physical elements, right? Which creates the foundation for you to manifest what you need, manifest, you know, what you want, for it to come to fruition, okay? So I feel like for some of you, you may be feeling blocked in your creations, creativity. That definitely has to do with root chakra energy, okay? Getting grounded, grounding your dreams into reality, okay? But the root chakra also is about your foundation, all right? So some of you may be, you know, feeling like you can't create the foundation or the life or, you know, whatever it is that you want, but that's not true, okay? But I feel like it's still an internal thing that is causing blockages here for you, okay? Or if you're feeling like that, it's about, you know, you starting to work your mindset around the fact that just because things don't look how I want them to, or how they're, you know, how they're not how I want them to be yet, doesn't mean that you can't create that, okay? So you have to understand how powerful you are, meaning that any challenging situation you find yourself in, know that you know, with your decisions and your free will, you put yourself there. There's power in that though, okay? So before you get offended, don't take it personal. That's what the private consultations are for, right? But there's power in that, and knowing if I put myself here, I can get myself out, okay? So just know that this is really all about believing in yourself, okay? Believing that even if I feel like I don't have what I need, if I don't have the money to move, you can manifest that. You can create that. You can, if you're open, that can come in a plethora of different ways. You just have to be open and willing to believe that it's possible for yourself, okay? So for some of you, that's how you're blocking your own blessings, is by, you know, not believing just because it doesn't look a certain way, or it's coming in a way that you weren't expecting, or that you didn't see in your mind's eye of how it should happen, that you're, you know, turning down opportunities or not seeing, you know, the opportunities that are right in front of you, okay? So let's get some more information for Cancer, please. What this is about, a major blockage. And I also am going to use major arcanas from this deck, so to get even further insight, get as much details for you guys as possible, so that way we can navigate this energy that some of you may be experiencing. Okay? Oh. Ooh, the entrepreneur. Okay, so for some of you, this is about, you know, being an entrepreneur and really starting your own business. For some of you, it's like you don't believe that, you know, you have what it takes, or that maybe what you're trying to pursue as far, or build a business around, you don't feel like it's good enough, or you don't feel like, you know, like I need equipment or certain things. Spirit wants you to be resourceful. Use what you have. Some of you, this is about, you know, for those of you, obviously not everybody dabbles in the craft, but for those of you that do, this is about using the tools that you have at your disposal to help you manifest, you know, things that you feel like you don't have, the things that you feel like you need, right? But this is also about start with what you have, okay? Like nothing is going to ever be perfect in the conditioned way that we've been taught, right? Everything is going to have flaws. So, you know, for me now, perfection really means that flaws are necessary, right? Nothing is essentially perfect, meaning without flaw. So when you wrap your mind around that, that means the flaws are necessary. It shows you where adjustments need to be made, or what's working and what isn't working, right? So it's actually plays a really pivotal and important role. So I feel like Spirit really wants you guys to be also mindful of what you're consuming. The diet here, it's like, what are you consuming? Are you consuming positive energy, positive, you know, thoughts, positive music, what you're watching, whatever it is you're consuming. Consuming isn't always just about food and eating and drinking, which that definitely plays its part as well. But for some of you, that's definitely playing. Whatever it is you're consuming, this is underneath the deck. So this is maybe what's hidden. What you're not seeing is something you're consuming, or maybe it's people, energies, things around you that you're taking too much of, that's throwing you off, that's making you feel like, you know, because it's all energy. So it does play into the things that we consume, whether it's, you know, the thoughts or the videos we watch, the movies we watch, the TV shows, all that bullshit, social media, it all plays a part. And so I feel like for some of you, maybe in this energy of not believing in yourself, because maybe you find yourself scrolling on social media longer than you need to, and you're comparing yourself to other people. You're comparing yourself to maybe someone you look up to. I used to do that, where like people that I look to for inspiration, I end up comparing myself, where it's like, damn, I can't do that, or that's a lot, or you know what I'm saying? And then it would discourage me. So for some of you, maybe battling in that same way. So this is where Spirit is saying, what are you consuming? Okay, be mindful of what you're consuming. What are you intaking that's messing with your thought process or making you feel less confident? Okay, but this is also, again, power in this, because when you learn about the chakras and how this shit works, if you're lacking, let's say, for example, confidence, start wearing more yellow foods, okay? Your real bananas, not the fucking dull bullshit bananas. I'm talking about the real burrow bananas, right? So consuming what you're consuming. Wear yellow clothes if you're a woman. Paint your fingernails yellow. Get your nails done yellow, okay? Yes, it's bright and it stands out. That's the motherfucking point. Let that shit stand out. Some of you, that'll help you get that energy of being confident in yourself, stepping back into your leadership energy. If you need to, the lion, the energy of the Leo, is also the sun energy. That's why I keep doing this, the sun energy. That can also help you with your confidence if that's where it feels like you're lacking, or you don't have enough confidence to really believe that maybe this business will take off, or that it'll be as successful as you want it to be. That for some of you, this is Spirit saying you have everything you need, but you're blocking your own blessings by not believing in it. No one's going to believe in what you're doing unless you do first. I had to learn that the hard way as well. So for some of you, that's what this is talking about. But what are you consuming? Think about the diet you're consuming. Is your food, you know, healthy? Is your food supporting you and giving you energy, or is it draining your energy? Is what you're consuming, do you feel tired when you're done? You know, whether it's watching TV, listening to certain songs, hanging out with certain people, having certain conversations, taking certain phone calls. Are you thriving when it's done, or are you fucking depleted and ready to shut down when it's done? You see what I'm saying? We need to pay attention to those things, okay? Because that definitely plays into how you carry on going forward. If you don't have the energy, of course you're gonna be like, oh, fuck, you know, and then it just makes everything work. Trust me, I went through all that shit. That's why I could speak on it, because this ain't no fucking book I picked up and read about this shit. I went through that shit, and pulling myself out by myself, pulling myself up and out of that shit is difficult. It's very difficult, but it's possible. If I could do it, you could fucking do it, okay? I ain't gonna age myself and tell y'all how old I am. However, You know, I ain't just the little young buck anymore either, right? But I've been working on myself a lot, okay? My skin's clearing up, my hair is growing, my energy is changing, I'm elevating in all areas of life, like all kinds of different stuff, all right? But that's because I've been doing the motherfucking work. So, you know, and being accountable, you know, in that. So let's see, Spirit for Cancer. There's a major blockage for them right now. And I have this orange going because of Mercury. Today's the day of Mercury. So High Priestess, all right? So this is about trusting your intuition, okay? Your insight, your intuitive abilities, okay? Some of you, it's like you intuitively, you may know what to do. You may get guidance and you know, insight and ideas and downloads, but some of you aren't listening to it because it did flip out in reverse and I picked it up upright. So for some of you, that's about your intuition is telling you exactly what the fuck it is you need to do, but because it's not what you want to hear, we ignore it. That definitely will cause blockages. It's like, the thing is, what's great about your intuition is that no matter what, it'll always be real with you. It'll always keep it honest. Your intuition will always keep it a thou wow with you, no matter what. It's not gonna always tell you what the fuck you want to hear. That's not its job. That's the ego's job, to make you feel comfortable. Your intuition is gonna always be honest. So if you're ignoring the guidance, if you're ignoring what you're supposed to be doing, the decisions you're supposed to be making, when you get that little voice to tell you, you know, you shouldn't be drinking this shit. You know, you don't need that. No, I know it's stressful. I know, but you don't need that, right? I recently went through that too. Like in the last, I want to say a month or two, I've completely given up drinking, which I already gave that up a while ago, but still drinking, smoking weed, pre-workout, energy drinks, all that shit. I gave up all that shit. I haven't been, especially when I feel stressed out or overwhelmed, or even as like a reward for myself, I haven't done none of it, because I knew it would just put me back in a cycle to where I would use it for different things, right? Especially weed. I would use it to not only de-stress, but then I would use it like, God, I had such a great day. Let me smoke some now to calm myself, you know, to bring it back down. Like, but then it perpetuates a cycle that I didn't need to be in. My spirit was trying to evolve past that shit because I really didn't need it. I outgrown it essentially. So I feel like for some of you, there's things that you're outgrowing, but you may be ignoring the guidance here. And that is what's causing blockages. You can't ignore what your intuition is telling you, because your intuition, if we could trust Siri, okay, this is one thing that I stand 10 toes fucking down on. If we could trust Siri and Apple Maps and Google and shit like that to take us where the fuck we have to go, you better fucking be able to trust your own inner guidance that you were gifted with by the divine, by the Most High Creator. Whatever you believe in, it doesn't fucking matter. The divine creator that makes sure that your heart still beats when you don't have to tell it to, that energy that powers that shit, okay? That is what this is. And some of you know this. You know what that is. And you would just choose to ignore it. And that's what's going to cause blockages here, okay? I'm passionate about this shit, so I'm really trying not to be hard on y'all. So please don't take it personal, all right? I get passionate about certain stuff I notice because it's part of my journey as like I'm learning, stepping into just being, accepting that I'm a teacher, I'm a counselor. That's what the fuck I do, and I don't need a certification to do that. So it is what the fuck it is. But this is off of my experience. If I can do, you know, you let my story and my testimonies and my fucking trials and shit and errors be, you know, a way to help other people overcome theirs or avoid, you know, it being so fucking difficult, then that's what the fuck this is about. Period. And, you know, take the fish, leave the bones, right? So let's see what else, Spirit for Cancer. Get more insight to what this blockage is about. More details. All right. Taurus energy. So some of you may be dealing with the Taurus. You may have a Taurus moon. Okay. Interesting. Co-create. Like I said, symphony. So it's about, you know, really getting things in order. Okay. Getting organized. Attaining some structure. Some of you, it would really benefit you by, some of you don't have a structure, you don't have any routine maybe. So some of you would really benefit maybe by putting yourself on a routine, maybe creating a schedule for yourself. Maybe start there with, you know, during your day, how can I schedule myself, creating a powerful morning routine that gets my day going in the right direction, even if it's just like 3 things that you make sure you do every day. And just, you know, challenge yourself for 30 days. I'm going to do this. Even if it's 2 weeks, start. If you have to start baby steps, start there. It doesn't matter. Start where you can start. Okay. Start where the fuck you are. Just start. Right. But some of you, this is part of what this is that you don't have any structure. Some of you, you know, you don't believe that that spirit is here to help you, or that what you ask for may be too much, or it'll take too long. I used to think that shit too, but that's just going to hold you back. okay? It's really just going to hold you back. And we have worry beads at the bottom here, okay? So this is worry, fear, anxiety, nervousness, unease, bored, irritated, okay? Some of you may be feeling all these things because, again, if you don't have any structure or routine, any ways or modalities or techniques that you use to calm your energy or to help you get things going, then of course it feels like a big, chaotic mess, okay? So I feel like some of you would really benefit by establishing some type of routine or morning routine, just starting there, or creating yourself a schedule. If for those of you that are running a business or attempting to with your entrepreneurial endeavors, whatever that is, start scheduling things, time blocking. The 4-Hour Work Week, that book, which also is free on YouTube, by the way, okay, just a little gem to put in your back pocket. The 4-Hour Work Week is a really, really great book, and it definitely talks about basically putting yourself on a schedule to where you're only work like 4 hours a day, instead of the normal people that find themselves working a 9 to 5 for 8 hours and then come home and work another something for their business and all that. This way, the concept behind in this book helps make it where you save so much time, you get way more done, and you have so much more time left over to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And that's true entrepreneurship. Why a lot of us do it is to buy our time back. So for some of you, that is what this has to do with, is creating some type of sense of structure for yourself, okay? Getting more in control of your chaotic mess. For those of you where that applies, don't take it personal. Like I said, that's what the private consultations are for, okay? So Spirit, let's get some more insights for Cancer. Okay. So we have the 9 of Swords in reverse, 9 of Lightning, the Justice, and the Strength. Okay, so for some of you, this has to do with maybe some court matters, some legalities, things like that. Spirit wants you to stay strong. Spirit doesn't want you to worry. Some of you are worrying too much. Okay, some of you need to come out of this energy of being worried, and that's why it's in reverse. So for some of you, the blockage here is either not caring, not giving too much a fucks at all. Okay, for some of you, but for others of you, what's creating blockages here is that you're worrying too much, and Spirit needs you to come out of that energy, okay, and just create balance in yourself, okay? Make sure that you're doing things with integrity. The Justice speaks of legalities and court situations and things like that, but it also speaks to doing things by the book, doing things with integrity, with good morale. If you're operating from a place of pure intention and integrity, you're gonna win every fucking time, okay, whether it looks like it or not. You're going to be on the good side of karma. So for some of you, this could, also be playing out as well. What we put out is what we get back. Okay. So, but that, again, there's power in that. When you know that, well, if I put myself here, I can get myself out. That's where you take back your power and really stand in that. Be strong. Okay. Stand in your courage. Okay. Really stepping into pulling on and harnessing that inner power within to help you push forward, to help you transmute these energies of maybe not trusting, not believing, not being able to see things clearly. Practice it. Practice does not make perfect. It makes progress. Okay. So, but when we allow ourselves to adopt the notion that perfect, really true perfection is, meaning with flaw as well, right? Because we need those. It all plays its part. When you operate from that sense, then you realize that, yeah, practice does make perfect, because there's still going to be flaws. They're necessary. So just another perspective for some of you to look at this from. Okay, so let's see, Spirit, what energy can Cancers embody in order to help them overcome this blockage, or release themselves from their blockage, or prevent it, for those where this hasn't happened yet. Okay, what is the energy that Cancers should embody for this? The Rebel. So this is about taking a chance, okay? Standing up for what the fuck you believe in. And if you know that you have something that is beneficial, that is good, this is about putting yourself out there. The sunlight at the bottom. This is about putting that shit out there and let that shit be seen. Some of you, it's like you're holding yourself back because you don't believe it's good enough. You don't think that, people are going to want to do it, or people are going to fuck with it, or whatever that is. This is Spirit saying, like, some of you need to just, it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to regret, it'll hurt more later, that because you'll regret not trying. You'll regret not even taking the chance, okay? So for some of you, this is exactly what this rebel energy is about. It's about doing things, you know, breaking the societal norms, doing something different, stepping outside of your comfort zone, doing something you never thought you would fucking do, and trusting and knowing that the universe always has your fucking back. Okay, the same way your high priestess energy does, right? Which is your intuition. That's a direct connection to the divine. That helps you trust the process you're being, you know, the process and the path you're being led to go down. Okay, so let's see what else, Spirit. Some of you may be a life path 14. Okay, life path number 3, maybe born on the 3rd or the 15th or 14th. I'm sorry. Life path 5. Okay, Spirit. What? So what? Let's get some more for how Cancers can overcome this. Remove this blockage, overcome it, or prevent it. Ooh, intention. Yes, staff 18. Okay, so this is about getting clear about what it is that you're trying to create or what it is that you want to do, and setting that intention. Okay, really being intentional with your steps, with your movements, with your decisions, with, you know, your activities, setting intentions. That I like, first thing when I wake up in the morning, before I hop my ass out of bed, unless I really, really, really got a potty, I'm staying in my bed and I'm setting my intentions for the day and how I want my day to go. You know, so by you allowing yourself to just, you know, sit in your bed before you get up and just say something to the effect of, I'm trying to, you know, just come with something off the top of the dome for you, but, you know, I intend for this day to just go free flowing and well, and allow myself to receive all the abundant opportunities that are meant for me. I allow myself to just go with the flow today, not stress, not worry, not doubt, no fear. Just let the day unfold as it may, and know that I'm strong enough to handle it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. It doesn't even have to be that, you know what I'm saying, complex. But my point is that when you're intentional about things, the things that you do, you can catch the things before it gets worse, or you can catch those little details that would have been like, damn, I'm glad I saw that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is, especially Mercury being in retrograde, this is really that time of paying attention to what we got going on, paying attention to those, you know, small details that we would normally overlook. This is that time to really, if you need to sign contracts, go ahead and sign the contract. Don't let Mercury retrograde, like a lot of people tell you, don't do anything major during Mercury retrograde. No, this is the best time to do it, because, you know, if you did it later and it wasn't meant to be, it'll still fall apart. So you might as well, you know, go ahead and take the chance now. Be that rebel energy. That's what Spirit is, you know, telling you to embrace, the rebel, right? That's doing something different, trailblazing, okay? Breaking them societal norms, breaking them ancestral patterns, right? If your, you know, family or bloodline has a habit or has a pattern of like not believing in themselves, and everybody had all these big dreams but nobody pursued it, this is your chance to break past that shit. Be intentional with your movements. Be intentional when you make phone calls. Be intentional when you know, are posting stuff or whatever it is that you're doing with your day, setting your intentions for how you want this shit to go, because essentially you are the co-creator of your reality. And that's why this came here in the Symphony card. Okay, co-create, team, collaborate. Okay, some of you may need to be on a team. Some of you may be people that are already on your team that are causing blockages, you know, but like I said, this is giving me more so energy of, you know, you guys are maybe not believing in yourself. You're not believing in too much of what it is that you really can do. Okay, so Spirit wants you to break out of that. This is a time to just kind of like let your freak flag fly. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, yeah, let it all, you know what I'm saying? Just go for it. Okay, don't hold back. This is not the time to hold back. So let's see, Spirit, what else for Cancers to help them get past this challenge, overcome it, or prevent it? They focus on your dreams. Some of you have a dream, you have a vision that you need to go ahead and follow. Okay, some of you, this is a dream. Be an entrepreneur or whatever it is that you're trying to create. Follow your dreams. Don't let nobody steer you off that path. Okay, now for others of you, this could definitely be talking about your dreams. They're getting messages. Some of you are having dreams about how this is going to go or what it is you need to do. You need to be documenting that as soon as you wake up. If you don't feel like writing, which most times I don't, I will voice record, you know, whatever dream I had about, you know. And I don't talk to nobody when I first get up. I don't. Like, I'm just, at least most times, like, most times I'm too tired. I'm not talking, you know, it is what it is. I've always been like that, literally, since I was a kid. But, and I think that's kind of like my Spirit's way of making me tap into myself, spend that first waking moments with myself. It's important, right? And I feel like that was my soul's way of always knowing how important and necessary that was for me. Again, starting your day with intention, okay? Tapping into yourself before you just immediately wake up and start pouring out your energy, you know, to everything else, and then wonder why before you even got out the house, you're depleted, right? So for some of you, you're having messages or downloads that are coming in your dreams. Some of you are having actual dreams that are, you know, showing you visually, you know, what you're doing, or what this should be, or where you should be going, where you should be heading, or whatever. And some of you need to pay a little bit more attention to that. Okay, so let's see, get one more spirit. Cancer, transformation, right? So for some of you, this is again about following your dreams. Some of you may have ancestors or someone that's you know, speaking to you in the in your dream state, you know, while you're sleeping, that could be helping you or giving you answers, giving you insight. And that's where I first said for some of you that the answers are coming through intuition when you wake up. But some of you are, again, when this came out in reverse, y'all are ignoring it. You're ignoring the guidance that you're receiving because maybe you don't understand it, or you don't trust it. And this is where spirit is at. You're worried. Some of you are, you know, you're giving too much attention to the wrong thing. If you focus too much on what isn't going right, of course, you're only going to see more of that. So that's, again, where I feel like spirit is saying, you know, release this worry here, okay? Things are going to balance out, okay? If there's anything that's done negative behind your back, justice will be served. Whatever is done wrong, justice is being made right. But that's also making sure that the things you're doing, okay, that you're operating from a place of integrity. That's what, again, why being intentional is also so important, right? Because if we're not doing things from a positive or pure intended place, okay, you can't it's like you can't expect for your results to be better, okay? So next card that came out is transformation. All right, so some of you, this is about needing to change. Things are changing. For some of you, this is part of a metamorphosis type of transformation process that some of you are already in the middle of, and that could be why you're not really believing in yourself. Some of you may be feeling lost at this time, maybe feeling like things are just going haywire, things are really chaotic, and that could be part of what this is spirit is putting you through this transformation to get you on this path to believing in yourself again, to really push your entrepreneurship or your, you know, that endeavor to the next level. Okay, so some of you, if there are things that are trying to fall away at this time, or things that are shifting and changing, do your best to give yourself grace. This is part of the process, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we have clarity, followed by blessings, okay? So for some of you, this is about, again, getting clear with what you want, but be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. Make sure that you're prepared for what you're asking for. Consider all the different factors, positive and negative, that come with the things that we ask for before we, you know, make sure that's what you want. And that could be another reason why certain things aren't maybe manifesting how you want it to yet, because maybe spirit is giving you a chance to get clear about what it is you want, all right? But this is also too, this blessings underneath that is not only about, you know, blessings coming towards you, but this is also about being grateful for what you already have, okay? Counting your blessings that you already have, and trusting and knowing that in doing that and operating, pushing out that gratitude, setting intentions to just be grateful for everything, including your challenges, can only bring back more things to be grateful for. Okay, it's all about the energy and what you're attracting to you based on what you're projecting and putting out. So if you're putting out an energy of things that, you know, are manifesting perfectly just for me, things are you know, working out for my benefit, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it seems like, that is all what you're going to draw back to you. So it's important for you to be mindful, right, and intentional with what you put out, so that way you can know that what comes back to you is what you asked for, because you already know you put that energy out, right? Whew. So let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, Spirit, let's get some more insight for Cancer. How they can overcome, avoid, or prevent this blockage, whatever this is for them. All right. Checkered flag. Leo energy. Some of you may have Leo in your chart. We have a 9 here. So the 9s is representing like being at the end of something. For some of you, this is again a cycle, something that has ended and now you're transforming things. You know, this is again when we talked about that autumn card that I told you Virgos also had. Some of you may be dealing with the Virgo, have Virgo in your chart, you know, Virgo rising, whatever. That also again talks about shedding the old layers, which is also what this transformation card is indicative of too. Transformation talks about shedding the old layers, getting rid of old things, old habits, old beliefs, ways of doing, being, all those things that aren't serving where we're trying to go. Okay, so let's see. Some of you, it would really benefit you by taking time to not only meditate, but see it in your mind's eye. Like, start envisioning the success that you want to see. Start envisioning the like you're like, if it's, say for example, you know, you want to have a successful business, start taking time every day, making time, not just making time every day to visualize, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Do your best to just sit and stick with the thought of seeing, you know, envisioning your business as successful, whatever that looks like for you, right? Achieving whatever goal it is that you're trying to achieve, whatever it is that you're trying to create. Allow yourself to every day take a little bit of time, make time to see it as already done. That's another really powerful way to manifest, is by allowing yourself to visualize it as if it's already happened. Allow yourself to emanate those feelings, how you would feel as if it already happened. And that will also draw in what it is you're asking for, okay? Will also make it, you know, come to you faster, because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between if it's really happening or if it's, you know, just a thought that you're having, right? So that's why it's so important to back whatever your intentions are with feelings and thoughts and action, and that's what's going to make it manifest, okay? State of flux, anything can happen, right? 5, anything can happen. Changing. So there's definitely changes that are happening at this time, Cancer. So it's just going to be up to you guys to decide how you navigate the changes as they happen. It can go either way. Things can either go really well or go to shit. You know, it's about how you decide to work with the universe to co-create. Where do you put your focus? Where do you place your intentions? Are you intentional with your movements, with your decisions? And sometimes, a lot of people don't realize not making a decision at all is also a decision. So just saying, something to consider, right? So let's get some tarot on this for Cancers, how they can navigate this energy. Ooh, oh, sorry, I'm not. Anyway, so we have the Emperor, okay, King of Cups, and Hermit, Virgo. So Virgo energy here again. So like I said, heavy on the Virgo energy. You may want to check out that reading, maybe deal with one. All right. Now for some of you, this is, you know, talking about really embodying and embracing this divine masculine energy, the energy of already being successful, already being achieved, well established. And this is the energy of a business owner. The Emperor in any tarot deck is the embodiment of a business owner, of a successful business owner. So this is, again, double confirmation for some of you Cancers, you know, visualizing as if it's already happened. Seeing yourself as already successful, because you really are. It's about what you believe is what you'll see outside of you. So you have to embody that energy of, I already have it. My business is thriving. My business is popping. I get great reviews. I help a lot of people. I have positive impact. Whatever those things are, really allow yourself to embody, embrace that energy, okay? Honoring your emotions, okay? King of Cups here, that's, you know, honoring how you feel, right? Honor your feelings, but just don't sit in them too long, okay? And this is about taking time to reflect, going within, doing some of you may benefit from doing shadow work. Some of you may not even know what shadow work is. I would definitely look into doing some shadow work, right? That's identifying things that make you trigger, things that piss you off, things that, you know, make you feel like, I want to be seen, I want to be heard. Why aren't they paying attention? Looking at those things, when you feel like that, start looking back at where that came from. Why do I feel like that? That's how you start doing shadow work. So for some of you, might really benefit from doing some shadow work, taking the time to really tap into your emotions, okay? Some of you, this has to do with, you know, allowing yourself to be emotionally available, open up your heart to receiving, you know, new opportunities. Even this may be coming in the form of people that are here to help you, that are here to support you. This will be coming in the form of new opportunities, new ideas, new partnerships. You know, the list goes on, okay? But it's about, you know, really allowing yourself to take the time you need to go within. Some of you may benefit from isolating yourself for a little while, just going off on your own, maybe taking a few days. If you can, take a vacation, a staycation if you have to, whatever it is, but allowing yourself to really take that time to really go within and tap in to the intuition that some of you, like I said, are ignoring, okay? This is about going within, shining that inner light, right? Shining the light on where it's dark. That's, again, where the shadow work comes in, okay? Shining the light on the darkness. That's where you find your gifts. That's where you find what you're good at, by allowing yourself to look at the darker parts of you that we don't want to look at, or that we're ashamed of, or that we have been shamed by, you know, other people to make us feel like, oh, I don't want to look at that part of me, right? We have to do that. That's part of the work, right? And that's where some of you, you'll find your gifts and your talents that make you so unique, that will make your business actually thrive. That's where you'll find it. Going within, taking that time to isolate yourself, cutting out all the noise, shutting it all down, maybe taking a social media detox, social media break. For some of you, if that, you know, would help, I would definitely try that too. Because sometimes I found that, like, when I'm like overstimulated, I have to shut everything down. I have to. My energy won't let me keep operating like that, you know, especially if I have too much lights going on and my third eye starts hurting really bad. I have to shut it down. And if I ignore, again, that's your intuition. If I ignore that, the message that my you know, my physical body is giving me, telling me like, yo, you need to shut this down. You need to just rest. If I ignore that, it just makes it worse. And then I'm really kicking my own ass later. I really, you know, it takes even longer to bounce back from that, to recharge, to reset and regroup. So some of you, you know, heed the call. Okay. So let's get some good stuff. Let's get some good stuff that's coming in Cancer. Let's get some good stuff. And like I said, this Leo energy here is coming out twice, you guys. So this is about really stepping into your confidence with the sunlight here and this Leo strength. Some of you, that's where your gifts lie. Okay. By really allowing yourself to step into your power. Okay. Your soul tribe. I feel like you guys have a soul tribe here. Okay. You have people that are around you that are here to help you. Some of you need to allow yourself to do a little bit better with accepting and receiving support and help from other people. I get it. You know, we want to do a lot of things ourselves, and we feel like I can do it by myself, and I've always had to do it by myself, blah, blah, blah. I understand completely, trust me. But there comes a point where, depending on what your goals are and what you're trying to do, you're going to need other people. And that is going to be your best asset, okay, is people. Not tools necessarily, people. Why? Because people are what create the damn tools, okay? People are what create the opportunities. Just saying. So let's see, Spirit, what's some good stuff that's coming to Cancer that they can look forward to inside of this challenge? Ooh, come through, Spirit. Come through, Spirit. Yes. Let's get one more for Cancer. Hell yeah. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm fucking excited. First out is the sun. So let me just say, okay, 3 cards. All right. Same energy, that Leo energy, okay? All that sun energy, all right? I get it's a little dark right now, but you know, it's nighttime now, so it is what it is. But sun, all this sun energy, okay? And so this card says, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead, all right? And that's again what I was talking about here. Some of you about being, you know, allowing yourself to be emotionally available. Some of you it's about being emotionally available with a Virgo in particular. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, but we have Libra energy here, Leo energy. So some of you may have Leo in your chart, Aries and Virgo. All right. So then after that is celebrations. Okay. Y'all have so much good shit to look forward to, but some of you just need to believe that it's possible. You need to believe that you deserve it. You need to believe that you're worthy of having it, period. That's just on period. Stand 10 toes down on the fact that I know I deserve to have success. I know I deserve for my business to grow and thrive and be seen and be positively impactful. Okay. Some of you just need to declare that shit and just be like, that's it. That's done. That's just what it is. And watch and let your you know, actions from there be intentional with everything you do, every conversation you have. Be mindful how you talk to yourself. Being intentional with how you talk to yourself, right? That's where the success will come from, okay? You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life, all right? And then we have the world, okay? Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Exactly. So being open, Spirit wants you to be open. Open your heart and be open. So again, it's like Spirit needs you to open your heart up to what it is you're asking for. Like I said, it may be coming in different ways through different people that can open up opportunities or help you shift the energy. Like it's just so many things that it could be and all these different moving parts. But you have to be open to how this may appear for you. It may look different, but it may be better than you ever thought. But you won't know unless you allow yourself to experience it, right? Just saying. So let's get some tarot on this real quick for Cancer, Spirit. Definitely was not trying to have this go for this long, but I feel like somebody needed the message. So I pray that, you know, who needs it is who gets it. And I pray that you know, take the fish, leave the bones. Okay. Meaning take what you can from it and let it help you, right? Let it take you to the next level. Okay. Look at the top, sun, again, Leo energy. All right. The Leo and the sun and the strength are both Leo cards. Okay. So, you know, and again, sun, right? And this card is called sunlight. All right. So this is again, letting your light shine, letting it shine bright. Some of you have a lot of wisdom, a lot of things to share, but it's about, you know, really allowing yourself to embody that energy. For some of you, you could either be this energy, the divine, this water energy here. Okay. Some of you, this is about, you know, this is a divine union here. Someone that maybe it could be a Virgo or someone that you're maybe connecting with, someone that is nurturing, caring, loving. This is also about providing yourself this energy. Okay. Make sure you're nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, honoring your feelings, honoring your emotions and how you feel about things, but also allowing yourself to be supported emotionally and, you know, financially and all those things as well. Okay. So let's see what else. What's some good stuff coming to Cancer, Spirit? What's some good stuff they can look forward Fool, brand new fucking beginning. For some of you, this is like a brand new life, okay? With this transformation here, allowing yourself to transform, to change, to up level and grow. For some of you, this is like you opening the doors to a whole brand new life. For some of you, it's new opportunities, okay? You finally taking a risk, all right? Let's see, what else, Spirit? Whoa, whoa, whoa! So taking a risk, walking away from something. For some of you, this is walking away from something or just going for something greater, knowing that I deserve more and I'm going to go get more, okay? Let's get more. That's some good stuff. For some of you, this is having the confidence to go for more, okay? And embodying this King of Wands energy, really stepping into your power, stepping into that masculine energy that's determined, that's motivated, that's driven, that's passionate about what they do and knowing they can have it, and I'm going for that shit, okay? So at the top here, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is talking about slow and steady, you know, doing things methodically, but it's also about taking step by step, okay? Making the plan, doing things, you know, the right way. By you taking your time, whatever you're creating will last longevity, it'll last long term. But it's when we try to rush the process or skip steps and cut corners and shit, things don't always pan out how you want it to. So this is about really making sure that you're taking the time that you need so you're not in regret and you're feeling lost with how hard you worked on something, okay? If there's research that needs to be done, make sure you're doing the research. Make sure Mercury is in retrograde, so make sure that this is the time where if you have to sign important documents or sign contracts, make any big decisions, that you're dotting your I's, crossing your T's, making sure you read over shit 3, 4, 5 times if you need to, more than you normally would. This is the time to make sure you do that. That's why the point of Mercury being in retrograde is to bring things back for us to take a little closer look at and see, where do I need to shift this? Where do I need to make adjustments? How can I improve this? Or is this going well as it is, right? To give you a chance to analyze that, okay? Okay. But I feel like there's something else I wanted to give you guys. There was more. I don't know. Is that it, Spirit? You good? We're good. All right. So, Cancers, that's what I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I just saw 4141. Okay. Some of you may be a life path 41 or 5. All right. But that, for me as a reader, the 41, the stability and the new beginning, the 4 and the 1. 4 represents stability, the 1 representing new starts. For some of you have stable new